As many of you know, this has been for quite some time the top priority for the City of Kansas City. Not just the City of Kansas City, but also its Chamber of Commerce and many of its business groups. Why is that? Because Kansas City has really become, I think, ground zero for exciting entrepreneurship in the high-tech, biotech, life sciences, animal health industries, and we feel that this is an additional tool that we can add to our economic development toolbox to help to diversify the other tools that we already have. And we think that this is something that will help not only attract entrepreneurship and innovation to the state of Missouri, but it will also, frankly, have those folks stay in Missouri once they've made those decisions. We have talked about this bill, obviously, last year on the committee level. We have also debated it on the Senate floor. The bill that I presented last year and the bill that we adopted as an amendment onto a bill last year on the Senate floor varied slightly from this bill. The difference is this. Last year, the bill that I introduced in committee had the money distributed regionally by the small business and technology development centers. This actually transfers that geographic distribution to the Missouri Technology Corporation, and it's done by congressional district.
I just want to emphasize, I think, the need for this. I think partly Senator Justice has pointed out the opportunity that we have, but I think oftentimes there's a little bit of confusion about what that actual need for seed capital is and why this kind of legislation is important. Generally, traditional financing like bank debt financing doesn't work in these kind of occasions. Banks generally can't touch early stage funding. It has to do with the needs that a bank has for generally 3 years worth of financials, some form of collateral. These businesses are running pretty thin. Traditionally, those early stage businesses have been financed out of the personal savings of the owners or the originators of the business or their family and friends. And what you'll oftentimes see, and one of the reasons for the need for these seed capital funds has to do with once you've been running that business for a while, those savings start to run pretty thin, particularly when you look at the need for additional technology, what you may need with regard to funding for employees as your business begins to grow. And in that realm, for example, the equity side of this, that the markets have generally done a pretty good job for venture capital beyond $2 million is the kind of number that you're going to see. Venture capital won't usually touch those kinds of businesses, higher levels of risk, what they're looking for. So we've got a gap in here in our financing that we're looking to see whether we can fill. We've got excellent tools at the economic development level, at the state level, for things like recruitment projects, for redevelopment, but when it comes to these early stage businesses, we're generally deficient with regard to what we can actually do to help.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Tracy King here representing the Missouri Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we would like to go on record in support of the bill. We're looking at this as a statewide approach, the angel tax credits are part of our Economic Development Policy Council and a high priority for our council. So for that, we'd like to ask for your support.